Welcome ESL to race 2. We are at Texas Motor Speedway as we are getting ready to get underway. As Matt Jones is on the pole. On the outside row is Adion. The second row, Lotus Lee and Mitchell O'Brien. Third row, James Belt and Stephen Waters. Fourth row is Ace Howard and Emiliano, and the fifth row is James Hogan and Chester Chess. Those are your top 10 in qualifying. But it is Matt Jones leading the way for the start of this race. As Pontiac is in the front row. As the pace car ducks off onto pit road. And the green flag waves and we are underway here at Texas. Lotus Lee in second, James Belt in third. As we go around the final turn, looks like Matt Jones might lead this lap. It's going to be close. As we do get bonus points here. If you lead a lap, you get a bonus point. You get 5 bonus points. If you lead the most laps, you also get 5 bonus points. So leading a lap is definitely very important. As Ace Howard moves up to third. Lotus Lee, he is your leader. Emiliano is in second, trying to find an opening here to make a pass. And he does make the pass. Ace Howard is going to move into second. Lotus Lee needs to get out of that high line. You see him a little loose coming out the turn, and there's Freddie Trammell. As Freddie Trammell's going to take third away from Lee. So Lee is starting to lose some ground here. He's dropped down to 3 positions already. There's James Hogan. James Hogan struggled last race at Daytona. Had an incident on pit road. But currently in 6th. There's Stephen Waters and E. Weezy as they battle for position. Joe Beatty's there. Doug Britton's there. Doug Britton was fast at Daytona, and he is showing some speed in this race as well. There you see Javier Vasquez and the 9 of Eric Belmont. There's 5 cars there, almost 3 wide, very dangerous. As we check on your leader, Ace Howard, Freddie Trammell in second, Emiliano in third. As they cross the line, Emiliano looks like he's trying to battle for second. almost got to the side of the 48. And now he does as they head onto the backstretch. They're side by side as this is a battle for second here. Both of these drivers showing speed early on as we're about to be 8 laps in. There you see Doug Britton. Lotus Lee continues to fade, go backwards. He's going the wrong direction. James Hogan gets by Iwizi, Doug Britton. There's Eric Belmont. Behind him is Javier Vasquez and Mitchell O'Brien. There you see Hunter Hustis. He was the race one winner at Daytona. He is locked into the playoffs. Stephen Waters is behind the 7. But it's Ace Howard in control of this race so far by about 0.6 of a second over Emiliano. And there you see the 12 of Iwizi. He has moved up to 3rd. He has been working his way through the field. Ace Howard in that tied car, holding it down for now. As we go towards the end of the field, there's Brogan. He is currently in last, and ahead of him is a Matt Jones. He was on the pole. And here he is, 39th. Not sure what happened to that car, but he was extremely fast in qualifying. And now he's in the tail end of the field. You see there on the outside of him is a 23 of Ani. There's Rhett Sawyer, the one at Odeon. All these drivers are struggling early on. There's Stefan Forge on the outside of the 1. Trent Rivera, the 99. In front of him is Evan Ethel. There's David Leathers. As Joel Beatty got very close to that wall. That was almost a disaster. Ahead of Leathers is the 8 of Sebastian. It's him and Joe Beatty battling for position. There's William Thompson, Ace Blade. Ooh, as a 31 almost makes contact there. And now there's someone on pit road. And that is Evan Ethel. And we getting word that Evan Ethel has some type of oil leak issue. So the pit crew is going to take a look. And it looks like he is going to put some tires on his car while they take a look. Hopefully they could figure it out and he can get back on the track as soon as possible. Ace Howard is your leader, but not by much, only a few car lengths. 3/10 of a second over Doug Britton. Doug Britton has shown a lot of speed today. He has slowly worked through the field. As you see, Evan Ethel is back out on the track. That's good news for that team. You don't want to go too many laps down. Let's see how many laps he's currently one a lap down. There is no lucky dog here, so he would want a caution to come out now so he does not lose another lap. Because that 32 is moving and is closing in quick. The good thing for Ethel is that he did change his tires while they were trying to figure out what was going on with the car. Doug Britton still in second. E-Weezy is in third. So 32 keeps getting closer and closer to the lapped car of Evan Ethel. Doug Britton trying to close the gap. Then you have E-Weezy there in third and James Hogan in fourth. Emiliano is in fifth. And there's a car on the apron, the 99 of Trent Rivera. And the yellow flag is waving. We'll go back to see what happened to the 99. But the caution is out. When the caution comes out in this game, this is like old school rules. They still race to the line. They don't completely slow down as soon as the lights come out. They just keep racing until they cross the line. Then the cars slow down. We'll see if anyone heads on to pit road here. They definitely can't make it from this point of the race. And it looks like everyone is coming on to pit road. Who is going to come out of pit road first? So 83, he decided to come back in again. He probably put another 4 fresh tires on that car. Smart move. Got nothing to lose. You're a lap down. Doug Britton comes out first. E-Weezy second. Ace Howard third. James Hogan fourth. Ooh, and a 5 gets into it with the 9 and a 0. Hopefully this doesn't hurt one of these cars. But it's Doug Britton. He came into pit road second, leaves first. Now let's try to take a look and see what happened to the 99 of Trent Rivera. let's take a look here as you see the 99 as he's going around a turn here. And there it is, you see. It's like that front tire gives out. Now let's take another look at this and see what happens. We getting word that it is a broken suspension in the front of that car. And you could definitely notice it right there. You see him get very loose. And he just goes right onto the apron, onto the grass. It's the smartest thing that he could do. Trying just to slow that car down. Now, can they repair that car and he come back out on the track? We will see. But the front end of that car does not look good at the moment. As you see, Evan Ethel, he is not your leader. He is a lap down. But because there's no waiver rounds or lucky dog, so on the restarts, any cars that are a lap down will be ahead of the leader. So restarts can get a little crazy this season, especially if there's a lot of cars a lap down. And these cars that are on here in the front of the pack here are gonna have to deal with a slower car and have to try to navigate through that during a restart. But Doug Britton has been having a great race, has worked through the field. He is your leader, as well as Eweezy. He has worked his way up through the field. Ace Howard was leading this race until the caution came out. Went in first onto pit road, came out third. We will see if we get the one to go this time around. We should. And we do. Pace car lights are off. James Hogan holding it down in fourth, trying to bounce back after a race one that was very bad. Emiliano in fifth. Javier Vasquez in sixth. The Daytona winner, Hunter Eustis, is in seventh. And you have Freddie Trammell in eighth. Tyler Rogalski in ninth. And Robert Cron from Sloth Racing rounds out your top 10 here for this restart. At the Daytona race, we had no cautions, and today we just got our first one. As we're getting set to go back to racing here at Texas. Pace cars on pit road. Green flag waves and we are underway once again. Doug Britton quickly bounces to the outside. And Evan Ethel almost trying to put a block. He does not want to go another lap down. Now Eweezy might take the lead here. It's Doug Britton on the outside, Eweezy on the inside, followed by Ace Howard. And Evan Ethel causing a little issues here for these lead cars. But it's Eweezy in the lead. Ace Howard in second. Everyone is on fresh tires, so you know these drivers are going to be a little extra aggressive here in these first few laps. Eweezy's trying to hold off that 32, but that 32 has a ton of speed. He looks to the inside as they go around turns 3 and 4. Can Ace Howard take the lead? And he is going to take the lead. Emiliano might follow him into second and does. Now can Emiliano take the lead away from Ace Howard as Ace Howard comes on down, put a block on a 115. There you see Freddie Tremel in the picture. The 12 is way high, gets very loose. As they're side by side for third. This 48 has shown some speed of Freddie Tremel. There's Robert Coran in the picture. James Hogan as well, and the 2 of Trunnion. Gunny McGuire is there. Tyler Rogalski is there. As we continue to have a battle for the lead. The 115 and the 32 going at it here for a few laps. 2 teammates. Now Emiliano is your leader. As the 48 dives to the inside. He's looking to take second away from the 32. Almost gets to the bumper. Now it's Ace Howard gonna battle for the lead. There's Robert Cron. He puts a block on the 2. He could throw a blanket over these 5. Some great racing here, beginning of this race. Ace Howard trying to hold on to that second as that 48 goes way high. That outside lane just doesn't seem to have the speed that inside lane does. That inside lane is pretty quick. Eweezy's there. In front of him is Rogalski, his teammate. He's been showing some speed as well. There's Burrow McGuire at 29. He's right behind Robert Cron. There's Scotty McGuire, his teammate. And he is currently in 4th. Ruku showing some speed. The 48 has looked fast. The 02 has looked fast as well. And Burrow, the 29. There's Ace Howard trying to put a block on the 2 of Trunnion Dunn. Emiliano is on the outside. We know that outside is not that fast. There's Ace Howard. He's way up there. They're almost 3 wide. Ooh, he makes contact with the 115. Puts the 02 into the wall. And that is going to bring out the caution. As they're going to race back to the line, but the caution flag is out. We'll take a look at what happened. But it looked like there were 3 wide coming out the turn. There was no room there. Not sure if Ace Howard was coming down. But Gunny McGuire got the worst of that. He slammed into that wall very hard. Hopefully he is okay. We'll take a look. Let's just see if anyone's going on to pit road first here. So no takers right now. Let's take a look to see what happened to Gunny. As you can see, Ace Howard is on the outside there. Emiliano move. He looks like he just comes down and Gunny slams into the wall hard. Gunny got the worst of that for sure. Let's see if we can get a different angle here and slow this down. Well, the 32 gets loose. You can see him get loose trying to correct there. Just the 115 really has nowhere to go, and Gunny just slams into the wall. It's unfortunate. Gunny was showing so much speed today for something like that to happen. So Trunnion Dunn is your leader after that incident. Man, Ace Howard is in second after what just happened. But that 32 could have damage. We do not know. We're showing Mitchell O'Brien. He's a lap down. The 99 of Trent Rivera has not come back out to the track. We should get the one to go next time by. We will see. Oh, look at that 119. The 119 of Ace Blade. Smoke coming out of that car. Let's try to see what happens here with the 119. He's just in line getting ready for this restart. He's just in line getting ready for this restart. We're doing pace laps right now. And right there, puff of smoke comes out. And he quickly goes to the apron. He knows something's wrong with that car. Is quickly heading onto pit road. And we're getting word that it is a blown header. So he is done for the day. So that's two cars with some type of mechanical issue. And that could be worrisome for Northern Lights because there's something wrong with these engines on this team. But he is done for the day with a blown header. You saw that white smoke just come out of that car. As we getting ready to restart this race soon. A lot going on in this race, and we're not even to the halfway point. We're getting close. And you can see the 190 of James Hogan. He is on the apron. Not sure if there's an issue with him. And he is on pit road here. Is this a last second pit stop here? This might be a strategy move here. Let's see. They're going to put right side tires on this car. And that's it. The 2-tire change here. This could be a smart call. He was currently running in 11th before he came onto pit road. On a track like this, that might work out well for him. We'll see. But he's going to be at the end of the line. Maybe they think they can make the distance. I mean, it's possible. If we get another caution, it's definitely possible. As we getting set to get back to racing. There's a lot of strategy in play into this series, not like in years past. You know, owners have a lot of control of their pit crew and their pit crew chief on what decisions they make. I mean, that could make you or break you during a race as the green flag comes out, and we are underway once again. Trunnion is your leader going around the first turn. Ace Howard in second, Eweezy third, Rogalski in fourth. Eweezy took a peek to the inside, but there was nothing there. Now he goes to the inside of the 32, and he looks like he's going to make a pass. As you see that fire come out the tailpipe there as he lifted. And here comes Rogalski to the inside of the 32. Tire wear is definitely going to be coming into play here. There's Freddie Trammell and Doug Britton. They're side by side coming out the turn. You see Merle McGuire there, Emiliano. Mason Stonewall is there. Adian, he started a race on the outside, in the front row on the outside. Hunter Eustace. There's Rhett Sawyer. He has worked his way through the field. He was towards the end of the pack, towards the beginning of this race. You know, they've been able to make adjustments to that car. After, you know, one pit stop, they still make adjustments. The car is just going to get better and better. There is Eustace, currently in 10th. Now it's Merle and Sawyer going at it for 11th. There's all these drivers battling for position here as we are past the halfway point. Ooh, Adian got very close to that wall. There's Robert Cron to the inside of Merrill McGuire. And he gets by as we check on your leader. Trunyan, Weezy in second. Ace Howard in third. You see Tiger Rogalski and Doug Britton. They're about a second and a half back from Trunyan. We'll see if we get a long green flag stretch here. And who's going to have that long run speed? There's Doug Britton making a move on Emiliano. And he gets by him. That 10 has been fast all day. And he was fast at Daytona. He's fast here in the top 5. You see Mason Stonewall there, currently in 7th. Robert Cron in 8th. Having a great race for Sloth Racing. Stephen Waters in 9th. And you have Rhett Sawyer there battling with Merle McGuire for 10th. We still have 35 cars on the lead lap. Trent Rivera went out with a suspension issue. And then we had Connie McGuire. He was in that incident, got the worst of it. Slammed into the wall. And the 119 of Ace Blade with the header issue. Blown engine. Trunyan done. Worked his way through the field, and he is your leader by a few car lengths, 0.3 of a second. So far, Weezy hasn't shown like he has anything for that 2. I mean, if you haven't managed your tires well, you're not going to be able to make a late run here. Doug Britton has moved up to 3rd. Can he catch these 2 here up front? He is about 2 seconds back, so he's got his work cut out for him. As now these laps are starting to wind down. As Merle McGuire has cracked into the top 10. Weezy looking for an opening, but just cannot find one. That 12 does get a little lower on the corners. He hugs that white line compared to the 2. But that 2 is doing a great job. As we have a battle here for third, that's Ace Howard and Doug Britton. Ace Howard moves up to third. As I mentioned earlier, tire wear is going to be a big factor now because this has been a pretty long green flag run here. And it's been a while since these drivers have changed tires. Right behind Britton is Rogalski and Emiliano and Mason Stonewall. We're pretty close to only about 20 laps left in this race. A few more laps, then it'll be around 20 laps to go. And Eweezy all over the 2, but just cannot get by. The 2 is showing what he can do up front. And the 2 has all the clean air. All the 2 has to do is try to take away that line from the 12, give him that dirty air. He's not going to be able to get by him. So he is driving a great race right now, is Trunyan. And Lost City Racing has shown some speed in the first race and in this race. As we check on your third place, there's Ace Howard on the outside. Doug Britton inside gets loose coming out the turn. Oh, everyone's going to try to get by. Ace Howard loses a few positions. He was just in third. Mason Stonewall looking to make the pass. As they're side by side. A battle for 6. Behind them is Stephen Waters, Burl McGuire, and Robert Cron. As these cars continue to battle, we check out on your leader. He's created some separation away from the 12. Definitely a few car lengths. As the laps continue to tick down. In control has been this 2 for most of this race. Once he took the lead, he has not looked back, and the caution is out. We will check on that caution. As you can see smoke on the track. You see the 27. The 27 of Brogan. He is smoking. So something has happened to that 27. We'll take a look here in a little bit. But there is smoke all over the place coming out the back of that car. We'll see if there's any takers on pit road. I only see Brogan heading to pit road. Let's see if we could figure out what happened to Brogan. Ooh, and then you can see the smoke come out. Oh, he gets into the one. His teammate, Odion Muldoon. Let's try to see what we could see. Man, Odion's right behind him. He goes to the inside, and there you see the puff of smoke. He hits his bumper. Odion has nowhere to go. He pushes the 27 into the wall. I mean, it's not his fault. The 27 just blew up in front of him. Let's take a look from a different angle here. Yeah, Odion had nowhere to go. Nowhere to go for that one. As we slow it down one more time. And there goes the 27 with the issue. And we getting word that it's an ignition problem for the 27. That's what caused that wreck and caused him to blow up. Could have been something electrical or something happened with that car. And they were already riding 34th, 35th, so their day went from worse to a disaster. But I wouldn't count this team out. It's extremely early in the season, and I know DOG, they're resilient. They'll get this thing turned around. Odion's car is a mess. As we are under 20 laps to go. Man, it's been an exciting race for sure here at Texas. Not a dull moment at all. Race one, everything was pretty quiet, no cautions. It came down to a little bit of strategy. But this race, we've had a little bit of everything. We've had a few issues for a few cars, mechanical issues. This is our third mechanical issue of the day. The 27 with an ignition problem. The 83 actually had an oil leak, but he's still racing. Currently 37, 2 laps down. The 119, he blew his engine with a header issue. Gunny McGuire was in an accident there, which wasn't even his fault, but he got wrecked, slammed into the wall. And the 99 had a front suspension issue. It has not returned. He is done for the day. As you see the 9 there, he is on the apron. So it looks like he's on a different strategy here. He's going to take a gamble. He is currently right now in 18th. I mean, you're towards the back of the pack. Why not take this chance? Let's see if he's going to take on 4 tires or 2 tires here. No one else is coming in. Only the 9. And he's going to take right sides. And he is on his way. So 2 tires stop. for the 9 of Lost City Racing. That could be a smart move. He's going to be at the tail end, but he's going to have fresher tires than almost everyone. Pretty much everyone, because no one else came in. We'll see where he ends up. As we should get the 1 to go here next time by. Doug Britton having a great day, as well as the 115 and the 43 of Tyler Rogelski. You know, I was mentioning earlier how these pit strategies are going to be big. I mean, sometimes it might pay out, sometimes it could burn you. That's the risk you take. Oh, and something just happened to the 43. He is on the apron. Tons of smoke coming out the back of that car. He was just getting ready for this restart in 5th place, having a great race. And this could be the end of his day. And we are getting word that it is his gearbox. So he has some type of issue with his gearbox, and he is done. Unfortunate for that 43. This is like the 4th car today with some type of mechanical failure. Right on getting ready for the restart here. And he's not going to restart. He's heading straight onto pit road. Man, from a possible top 5 finish to probably finishing in the 30s. And the green flag waves, and we're underway here at Texas with a few laps to go. E-Weezy in second. Doug Britton, he dives to the inside of the 12. And he's going to make the pass on E-Weezy. And Doug Britton take this lead with a few laps to go. That 2 has been strong up front for most of this race. She continues to lead, holds on to that lead. Doug Britton in second, E-Weezy in third. You see Ace Howard dive to the inside the 12 as well. Can he get into the inside of the 10? Everyone has a lot of wear and tear on these tires at this point. The only one that put on tires and put on 2 tires was the 9 of Eric Belmont. And he started on the tail end of the field. We'll see how many positions does he move up. Will that pit strategy work out well for the 9? We'll keep tabs on him. As Trunnion has pulled away from E-Weezy. Almost a half second already. E-Weezy in second. Doug Britton in third. Ace Blade a close 4th. Ooh, the 32 gets very loose there. Almost makes contact with the 10. And he's going to make the pass. There's Merle McGuire. Great run for the 29 of the Brew Crew. Currently in fifth. Trunnion done. About 3/10 of a second over the 12 of Eweezy. As we cross the stripe, 7 laps to go. As we once again check on the 9 of Eric Belmont, as he is just mowing down cars one by one. When we last checked, he was 28th. He is up 8 positions to 20th. So he is on the move. That 2-tire stop has been huge for the 9. As he has about to crack the top 15 already, as he gets right by James Belt. Trunnion Dunn still with a lead, about 3/10 of a second. Your top 10 is Trunnion Dunn, your leader. Eweezy second. Ace Howard third. Doug Britton fourth. Merle McGuire fifth. Robert Cron sixth. Adrian Texera seventh. Stephen Waters eighth. Chester Chess ninth. And Emiliano Pereira rounds out your top 10. 4 laps to go here at Texas. Still a 3/10 of a second lead for Trunnion. He is trying to lock himself into the playoffs. Robert Cron was trying to get into the inside of Merle McGuire there for fifth. 3 laps to go. Let's see where Eric Belmont is as they cross the line. He is currently 13th. At this rate, he is going to get into the top 10 here with a few more laps to go, as he's about to pass Rhett Sawyer. And he's going to move up to 11th. And then he just got to get by the 48 of Freddie Trammell. And he's definitely going to crack the top 10 here. So that two-tire pit strategy is working out fantastic for the 9. As we go back to your leader, we only have a few laps to go. As he rounds the final turn. There's a white flag waves last lap here at Texas. Trunnion Dunn holding it down. He has been so fast. Once he took the lead, it was a wrap. No one could get close. Eweezy got close a few times, but just could not make the pass. As Trunnion Dunn comes out the final turn. Trunnion Dunn wins here at Texas Motor Speedway and locks himself into the playoffs. Great run for Trunnion. And Lost City Racing has shown some speed these first 2 races. So we're going to go through here your running order. Trunnion Dunn, fantastic race. He is your winner. Eweezy in second. Ace Howard third. Doug Britton fourth. Robert Cron fifth. Merle McGuire in 6th. Adian Textera in 7th. Stephen Waters in 8th. Chester Chess in 9th. Then we have the number 9 of Eric Belmont in 10th. Man, that two tire stop. Great call by the crew chief there. And that last caution. In 11th, Brett Sawyer. 12th, James Belt. 13th, Freddie Trammell. 14th, Emiliano. He had a great car most of the day. Faded towards the end of the race. Ani in 15th. The 11 car in 16th. 31 of Joe Beatty. Hunter Hustis, the Daytona race winner. He finishes in 18th. The 190 in 19th. The 25 of Lotus Lee in 20th. The 4 of Matt Jones. He was your pole winner. And he finishes 21st. Javier Vasquez 22nd. Justin Reeside 23rd. William Thompson 24th. Thomas Noble 25th. Tyler Commander 26th. The 77 finished 27th. Stefan Forge 28th. The 15 finished in the 29th. And Mason Stonewall, not sure what happened to him. He was running top 10 at one point. He finishes 30th. 31st is the 19. I think that's David Leathers. I'm still learning these numbers here. The 8 of Sebastian, 32nd. Odeon in 33rd. Still on a lead lap even after that incident with the 27, his teammate. Mitchell O'Brien lapped down. He had that incident on pit road with Stephen Waters, and Stephen Waters was fine, but the 0 obviously had some type of damage to that car. The 83 of Evan Ethel, he had that oil leak, ended up 2 laps down. The 43 of Tyler Rogalski, he had that issue in the restart. He was top 5, and his gearbox went out, and his day was over. The 27 had an ignition problem, wrecked his teammate. The 119 had the header issue, blew the header. And the 0-2, he just got caught up in Ace Howard and Emiliano incident there. That's unfortunate because that car was running top 10 and that car was moving forward. And the 99 of Trent Rivera finishes 40th, and he had the suspension issue that triggered the first caution in the race. So it was a very eventful race here at Texas Motor Speedway. In race 3, we head to the Rock, which is, I think it's North Carolina. Let's just double check the schedule here. It's North Carolina Speedway, known as the Rock. And then we go to Martinsville, and then we have our first big progression of the season. So if your team is off to a rough start, I wouldn't stress it too much because there's a long way to go, a lot of progression left. And if you just win a race, you're going to lock yourself in. And a lot can happen from here to there. As you can see, a lot can happen during a race. Not only can you get wrecked, but you can have a mechanical failure. A lot of different things can happen that could ruin your day. So if you're in the hunt for the playoffs, you have a great chance still. We're just getting started. This was only the second race. But as you can tell, this is going to get interesting here as we start hitting more of these difficult tracks. A lot of things can happen, as you saw today. But like always, thank you for supporting the stream and the league. I will see you guys next time.